Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and it's a hot afternoon, 3 o'clock here in Frisco, Texas. It is sweltering hot, and this garage is hot, so I'm not going to be out here for that long. But you guys know I've been working on a clone for the GAU-5 aircrew service weapon from the U.S. Air Force, which is essentially like an M4 takedown with the Cry Havoc detachable barrel system. And on my initial build, I talked about how this is the only handguard I could find. It's close. I don't have the original. The exact part number is discontinued, and they're out of stock everywhere. So I bought the Generation 4. I made it work. It had some tabs here on the back that I had to cut, which were not right. But I made it work, but it doesn't have the right look. I was able to track down a Gen 1. Now, I have to thank all of my subscribers that tried to help me find one, and even one person that had friends that work at Midwest Industries. And they did their very best. His name's Razor, or goes by Razor here on YouTube. He did his best, and this discontinued. They don't ever plan on making them anymore after the contract was fulfilled. But I was able to find a Generation 1, which has the right outer profile. As you can see, it has those sling swivels all the way around the front here, and it is flat, so it's the right look. The only thing that's wrong with this is that it has two little tabs here in the back, which clock into the barrel nut. Now, I'm not going to use this barrel nut unless I absolutely have to. Now, if I have to do that, I have to take off the gas block, which I don't want to do because it is, I put red Loctite on this one, so I'd have to burn it off, and I don't really want to do that. Everything else on this gun is perfect. So I think I can use this barrel nut, and I guess we're going to find out. So I know that the timing little key that goes into the bottom of the handguard is not going to work on this one. So I'm hoping just using the pressure of the screws is going to hold this handguard on. I think it will, but we will find out. So we're going to put this whole system together here and put it on the vice block and see if I can make this system work. And if it doesn't work now, I'll have to change the barrel nut, which I don't want to do, as I said. And then if that doesn't work, I guess I'll have to go back to the drawing board and go back to square one. All right, so we got that upper together. So let's go ahead and put this on my vice block, and we're going to discover if my predictions are right or wrong. So let me clean this up real fast. Got my fingerprints off it. And let's see if this Generation 1 handguard is going to fit over this barrel nut. So come on, let's roll the dice, let's find out here, and see if I can get the right look on this clone. So far everything's working. Ooh, that is a tight fit. I like that. I think we're going to be good, actually. Because it was my understanding they used the same, at least the same size barrel nut on all of them. Yeah, that has the right look. There we go. Okay. I like that. Now, I would have used this, if I could have found the Gen 1 earlier, I probably would have used this barrel nut. But you got to clock it. As you can see, it has the little keys right here around the gas tube. So I just can't install it without taking off the whole gas system. So if this one works, which I think it is, I think we're going to be good to go. Man, it has the right look. So let me show you this real fast. Here we go. So that is the right look for the aircrew service weapon. Yeah. Okay. It's on there tight. I don't foresee it moving. I don't think we're going to have a problem. So let's see if I can get this thing lined up and on it. All right, come on, vice block. There we go. Okay. Well, we're going to roll the dice on this one too. We're going to use some blue Loctite and go ahead and install it, because if it works, and we're going to keep it that way. All right, so we got the screws here. We got the Allen wrench. Let me make sure everything's lining up. Now, one of the downsides to this system with the Cry Havoc system is that have to make sure this handguard is on there straight. A lot of times when it comes to mating up between the handguard and the upper receiver, you can put on, if you don't have like the proper jig, you can put on like an optic and it holds it steady and straight. But with this system, you can't do that. So you kind of have to eyeball it. And so just going to make sure everything looks right. I think for the purpose of this build, it only has to be close, because this is not a gun you're going to, shoot out to 300 yards or so. I think we're good. Take it off one more time and just double check it before I start putting screws in this thing. We'll see if it holds. Maybe it needs to be rotated just a little bit. So isn't this an exciting video? And that looks good. Okay. I think we're good with that one. So, wish me luck here. I think I would have used this original barrel nut, as I said, if I had it in time. But I don't think it's going to matter on this one. So, let's mix up this blue thread locker. Let's put it on, and let's see if this thing works. One. The reason you want to use the blue and not the red is you want to make sure you can take it off later if absolutely needed. I use the red thread locker or the Loctite very sparingly, only on a few things. All right, let's lock this down and let's see if this works. I need it to be just tight where it's not going to come out, not going to move. All right, so it seems to lock on there tight. So far, so good. Now, I don't know what the exact torque specifications are. Now, I don't want to over torque it, but I definitely want it to be pretty tight. So I'm not going to put all my energy into it. But definitely where it's really snug. I think that's it. So, there we go. Yeah, that looks way more authentic. There you go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. What do you guys think? Finally, I have the right look on this rifle. Now, unfortunately, as I said, it's not the right part number, because it just has those two little tabs. I'm not 100% sure on the Gen 3 how the barrel nut worked. I do know it didn't use this type of barrel nut, because I can tell from the pictures, you can see the barrel nut on the side like you can on this one. See if I can show it to you. You can kind of see where it's knurled a little bit. So I'm going to assume it used the little channel and used this little locking piece. And all this does, I think, is prevent it from coming off the rifle, but not spinning. But I think those screws are going to hold it on just fine. There you go. Man, okay, I am super happy with that. So now let's transfer over the Magpul Pro sights, which, by the way, these were the same sights that went on the aircrew service weapon. All right, I think I found the right one. And I'm going to turn on this fan here in the background. So it's, as I said, it's super hot in here. So you guys got to put up with that sound. But let's see if I was right. That's not the right size. All right, we got the right size there. Okay. Now let's see if this is going to work right. And give me the right look I've been hoping for. Of course, it's not going on like it should. It's not Magpul's fault. It's my fault. There we go. Man. All right. I'll tighten that down in just a second. But yeah, there you go. That's what this is supposed to look like. I am way happier with this build now. So I have a Gen 1 rail, which has the right look, but using a Gen 4 barrel nut. So what do you guys think? There you go. I rolled the dice. I won this one. So I won this one. So it's a win for me, close as I'm going to get. So with my Colt lower, which is SBR'd, Colt upper, I think I have maybe now the nicest clone of the GAU-5 aircrew service weapon outside of the actual military. Now, the other companies that have made the clones use like Midwest Industries lowers and uppers. That's not what was clone correct. I actually have the right, cage code mark stuff. But their handguard's a little bit more authentic. But that's it. So there you go. What do you guys think? A little gunsmithing project today. And it came out well. And I'm happy. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this rail. So what do you guys think? So let me know in the comment section below. And thank you all for helping me find this rail. And as always, thanks for watching.